Hey guys, Joe here, and today we're going to be doing yet another game, this time, um, Dummynation, and we are going to be playing as China. I'm going to, well, because it's at the top, and I'm assuming that means it's the easiest. So that is who we'll be playing as. Okay, so we're gonna take our troop, and we're gonna split it. I don't actually know how to split it. Um, so first thing I want to do is get out of this troop screen. I'm gonna look here. Um, I want these two things to be high, and then we can decrease social spending a bit to lower that, and then put R&D up a little. I don't actually know really how to play this again. Um, I'm gonna develop our military research, I guess. Because I feel like it. Into social economic and so we are communist and gonna make some changes to the order of communism. And we actually have quite a bit of population. Second most populated country in the world, compared next to India down here. So we're not gonna so right away I think, let's see. So Mongolia is in an alliance with Northern Cyprus, but I'm assuming it's like fine. That Northern Cyprus is not gonna be able to do anything against us, and we should be able to take the country pretty quickly. Because I'm not sure if Mongolia even has an army. Yes, they do. They have a lot of gunners. I think their army is what we're fighting. It might not be because they're not losing any troops. But I kind of just want to take their territories. I don't really care. But let's wait for that. I'm just gonna figure out how to recruit soldiers. I think this is how. Produce. What? One people. We're gonna take like Mongolia or something. Or oh yeah, that's happening. This was what the red line means, I think. Um, what the hey? Well, I didn't need to see that. But let's see. Some things are happening in Europe. Ukraine and is in at war with Russia. Um, hmm, Ukraine doesn't have any army anymore, so Ukraine's probably gonna lose that. And then France is at war with Britain, and Britain is at war with Belgium, and Serbia's invaded Kosovo, and yeah, Ukraine is losing all their land. Um, but back over here, China is still taking forever. But what the heck? Um, but what is this? This is some combat aircraft. Can Mongolia capitulate? Basic- Some wars are happening between Sudan and South Sudan over here. And who's this? Russia is invading Somalia. I know borders get really strange later on in the here. And I just want Mongolia to capitulate already. Can I like speed up time? A lot more. Why is nothing happening? Are you gonna annex them or something? Should I send the combat aircraft in? Some more combat aircraft. Wait, is this something's happening over here with Armenia? Well, everyone's jumping that, and Russia like reforming the Soviet Union? They're attacking Turkmenistan, they're attacking Armenia, they've taken Georgia, they've taken Ukraine, and they're attacking Kazakhstan too. And we can't even like take over. What is happening with Mongolia? Like, attack, attack. Oh, finally it's happening. So apparently I was doing something wrong. But so Mongolia is falling. So looking at economy and population, attacking Mongolia probably wasn't the smartest move. Like, oh, they have a population, it's that city up there. And I have a hunch Russia's gonna get involved. So we need to take um they're getting involved. We need to take this population center over here before Russia does. As Russia's taking the land, but they're starting in the east, so they shouldn't get there. If we're right on the borders of it, DRC is at war with, yeah, with Rwanda. Life events. Okay, so we've taken the capital basically now. And then let's go check. So Africa's like fighting itself. And so is NATO. I don't The UK was attacking their allies down here. They have very bad diplomacy with all of NATO. Now, I'm gonna go look at my own diplomacy because I don't know who I'm allies with. I think that if you have over 75 diplomacy with someone, then you're their ally. So I'm allies with North Korea and South Africa. Okay, so I think Russia usually collapses in these games, is what I've seen, but they don't really look like they're going to collapse. They're very strong. I could attack them. I'm gonna get a strong application. I think I'm gonna have to go to war with them, and then I can go to. Myanmar isn't allied with anyone, so it's like I can probably attack them, and that's what I'm gonna do. They don't have, like I said, they don't have any allies, so we should be able to conquer them. I'll send these people down there as well. The heck? Why are they taking that route? It's already 2028. And this is the world map. It hasn't changed too much except for the fact that there's an upside down world map on top of it. And we're taking Myanmar, so that should capitulate soon. I think we're gonna lose this unit. Yeah, it's gone. Well, it might survive if this unit picks up really quick. Now we're attacking a bunch of weak countries. Now we could attack Vietnam. They have a good number of troops. They're not allied with anyone. So what? Maybe we can attack them once we're done with Myanmar. If our troops can just speed up and... Oh, those were reserves. We can sign a peace treaty with them, but I don't really think it's... South Korea is getting involved. That's interesting to know. They're picking off all these pockets everywhere, but there are uprisings occurring everywhere. It's just like this little bit of territory left. So Myanmar doesn't exist anymore. And we're getting troops back up in Beijing. And this might be the worst decision I've made so far, but we're gonna attack Vietnam. Should invade now. The Vietnamese has a good military that will probably douse us. Okay, so we're second in terms of progress. The Americans have over half. And they haven't even done anything. They're at war with Bermuda, which is technically British, so. And what is... Okay, so now America is doing stuff, now that I've said that. They've taken over Tanzania, and they're attacking Oman. Sudan is getting jumped. Um, Europe, nothing much is happening. Russia is taking over Kazakhstan. Iran got some stuff out of that too. Looks like I think we defeated. Oh yeah, we defeated Vietnam's main military. I didn't really think we would. But looking at population, Vietnam has a good bit in the north and the south. Plus, they have not that good economy, but they do have it. They have a economy. Um, again, I'm gonna send these guys to Bangladesh because they have a good amount of population, and we want as much population as we can before we attack Russia, because that will be our biggest move yet, and that will cause, and we'll probably lose it, but we're going to do it anyway. And we're almost done with, we've almost capitulated the Vietnamese. It's just this last bit of territory in the south, and Vietnam surrenders. And then I think our military in Bangladesh got beat, but this one hopefully won't. It can go over and defeat the Bangladeshians and get all that population that we need. South Korea's been taking over all this land in Southeast Asia, and I don't like that because it's our land, obviously. So my goal is to have taken Russia by 2035. Well, not taken, but attack Russia by 2035. So hopefully we can do that. I think after Bangladesh, we should be ready. We're at 69 with Russia, so we won't get condemned for attacking an ally. Okay, so we've connected up Bangladesh with our Myanmar claims. Ugh, there's some rebels. Now, while that's happening, I'm gonna get more I'm gonna even this out so they're all even and we have an equal amount, all of them. Hi, okay. So that's just, and we're almost done with Bangladesh. We're not going to be attacking India quite yet, even though if we look at military, we're actually the first. That's interesting. The US is fourth. India is second, however. In terms of population, we're first. India is second. Economic growth is Afghanistan. Political freedom is Sweden. Defense power is the US. However, we are focused on progress, in which the US is still overtaking us. But Bangladesh is finished off, and now we'll go on our assault against assault with the war to end all wars. China v. Russia. We're gonna send all our troops up north. Yep, every single one of them is going to go to war with the Ruskins. Gonna speed up time a little bit. So we have gone to war with Russia before 2035, per our goal. And we're invading into Russia. And losing, most likely. But goodbye to Russian influence. Hopefully. This is probably the biggest event that's happened in the world so far. Other than, like the recolonization of Africa and everything. But also, South America is looking really pro-Brazil, which is interesting. But once we end the war to end all wars, we should win the game. I'm gonna send all soldiers we have up to attack the Ruskins. Again, looking at military, we are first. Russia is not even top 22. Oh my gosh, where is Russia? Oh, Russia's invading me. Well, that leaves us off on a cliffhanger. Who do you think will win? Me or Russia? You'll have to see. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.